Here we're going to do an unboxing of the ANV-L6012R or the L7012R series outdoor Vandal dome camera, either 2 meg or 4 megapixel in the Wisenet A series. In the box, you'll see we have the T20 screwdriver for opening up the case. We have the waterproof grommet. We have a screw and a desiccant package. The desiccant package is used for after you install the camera. When the dome is off, you'll open that up, attach the package inside the dome cover, and seal the camera up. That way, any latent moisture will be removed. We have a mounting template so that you know how to mount the camera and where to drill the holes. We have a waterproofing guide that shows you how to use waterproof tape to tape up the connection so that water doesn't seep in or ingress, as well as how to attach that desiccant package into the dome cover. So make sure you take a look at that. And then finally, we have our camera. You'll want to make sure you keep on the plastic cover until you're done installing it. That way you don't scratch up the dome, which can cause problems with the IR. You'll see on the bottom we have a knockout for side cable access, and there's our grommet. We also have a QR code that's used for configuring with our Wisenet installation app and our Wisenet device manager if you're staging a large project. So let's get this camera opened and I'll show you from there. Okay, so once we get this cover open, we can remove the plastic there. You'll see that we have our lens, we have a foam ring. That foam ring is going to sit snug up against the dome to prevent any IR from reflecting in there. So make sure that IR ring stays on there. Make sure it doesn't have any issues with it, that it doesn't have any cuts or breaks in it. You'll also see the weatherproofing seal here at the bottom. Make sure that is pushed in and intact in that groove properly. And we also have our waterproof grommet here. We'll talk about that in a moment as well. We'll pull that grommet out. Never install the camera in an outdoor location without that grommet. So for the camera lens, we can rotate this and adjust it. So we have our panning table, tilting, and then we have a rotation. The rotation is on the back. You'll see a black grooved or ridged area, and that's where you can rotate the lens to get it level or to adjust hallway mode. So you have a 3-axis gimbal there. There is an arrow here that says front. That will be up if it's wall mounted, or if it's ceiling mount, that's going to point towards your subject. We have our network connector here for PoE. We have our SD memory card slot over here. And then we have our reset button. If you need to factory reset the camera, you'll push and hold that button in for 5 seconds while the camera is powered up. You'll also see in the bottom of the box, you have to dig in the bottom of the cardboard, you'll see that we have a mounting plate. And the mounting plate has 2 screw holes to attach the camera. It comes with the screws in the bag to attach that. And this allows you to mate to a single gang, 4-inch octagon, and a double gang box. So a lot of people will use that, and then you run your cables through there. So that makes an easy installation. To use the waterproof grommet the camera comes with, and again, this is very important for any outdoor rated camera, you have to use this grommet. You're going to pull out the little nib that's there. Make sure this is facing the right way, the way that it was in the packaging. You're going to take your bare network cable and you're going to push it through the grommet. You'll then attach your RJ45 connector. You'll fish it through the camera and you'll make sure that it is properly inserted into the camera before you finish your installation. You'll want to inspect it and make sure that it's properly seated and that there aren't any pinches or places where it's not correctly seated. And then you'll connect your network Ethernet RJ45 connector there. Then if your network cable is making a connection outdoors, make sure you use the special waterproofing tape. The camera doesn't come with it. And you'll follow the instructions in the waterproofing guide here and that the tape comes with of how to properly waterproof that connector. The last step for waterproofing a camera is to use the desiccant package the camera comes with. You'll see it's on a card here. You'll remove the self-adhesive, and we're going to tuck it in to this dome here so it's out of the way. You shouldn't be able to see it. And then we will seal up the camera. And then we would tighten the screws. We want to make sure we tighten the screws all the way down so it fits on that seal properly. That desiccant package is going to remove any moisture that's trapped inside the dome when we're doing our installation. You want to leave the desiccant package in the packaging it comes with until you're ready to close up the camera's dome.